Well, it's all gone a bit wrong in the league. We're down into 8th. We haven't won a game in 6. We're doing quite well in the Cups though. We're in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup and we're looking to progress to the next stage of the Conference Cup. So hopefully we can get into Europe still. Roll that intro. Hello and welcome to episode 110 of the Road to Glory Save here on Football Manager 22. My name's Russ. Today we have the second leg of the Europa Cup 2 and we also have the FA Cup quarterfinals against Arsenal. Since you were last with us, don't really want to show you this if I'm totally honest. It has been dreadful. We lost 3-2 to Arsenal, 2-1 to Bournemouth. We then knocked Tottenham out of the FA Cup, lost 1-0 to Fulham, smashed our opponents away 4-0. Silverspor from Turkey, and then we drew 0-0 with Wolves in the most recent game. We were going to show you the Man United game, but the FA Cup's taken precedence over that, so hopefully we can progress to the next stages of both of these competitions. Nothing else has really happened. Injuries have hit our squad quite badly. We've got 8 players who are at risk of injury, 1 player out. We have picked up knocks and niggles and stuff like that, so the team has been slightly out of it. So the team we are going with before we do that, let's show you the league. We're down in 8th, so we picked up 1 point since the last episode. Dropped out of the Champions League spots. I don't think we're going to get back in there at the moment with our current form. Got 8 games to play, so us at 24 points. We could finish on 74 points before the end of the season. We're looking more likely towards 60, I think, if we go by what happened towards the end of last season. Would that get us into the Champions League? I doubt it. Will it get us into the Europa League? Again, I doubt it. So we need to win one of the competitions. So back into the home game against Silverspor, the second leg of the Euro Cup 2. We are going with Goodridge in goal, a back four, Sains, Nogbu, Fajaradu and Carlos Eduardo. Gorley at the base of midfield, Akyers and Squissoni in midfield. Andrade and Fordyce out on the wings with Hugh Gill up front. Can Mr. Hugh Gill find some goals? He's going to leave us. He's played 1 game in the Premiership. A lot of his games have come in the Cup. It's where all his goals have come from as well. I'm pretty sure we've qualified for the next round. It's just a formality this game. Let's just go out and smash them at our home ground. Give the fans something to cheer for, because at the moment in the league, they've got nothing. First bit of action is with Silverspor in their defence. Dawdling around on it, kicking it forward. Nogbu ahead into Akyers. Plays it into Andrade. There's a little bit of space on the left-hand side, but he's gone into centre to Squissoni. Squissoni's shot is saved and held by the goalkeeper. Maybe if he controlled it and then had a shot instead of on the volley, we might have had a goal there. But it's just the decision making of the players. Sains with the throw in, left hand side into Andrade, back to Sains. Works it into Hugh Gill. Hugh Gill holds it up, plays it out to the right where Carlos Eduardo is. Into Fordyce. Fordyce's cross is straight across everybody. Andrade. It's been cleared by the defender out for a corner for us. Andrade was a little bit slow trying to get to the ball. In it comes from Fordyce though. It's low, straight at the defender. They've managed to get it clear. It's a poor corner. Goal kick for Silverspor. Or Severspor, not Silverspor. We've got this ball. Gorley into Andrade. Akyers has got free in front of him into Hugh Gill. And Hugh Gill does put us in the lead just before the half-hour mark of the game. 1-0 on the night, 5-0 on aggregate to us. It's a nice little counter-attack there. Hugh Gill does what Hugh Gill does best and puts it in the back of the net. He's going to score loads of goals in Germany when he goes there. Sains has picked up a knock, so we'll take him off at half-time. We'll put Nogbu in there and see what else we can put in the back. Squissoni with a free kick into Akyers. Akyers puts us 2-0 up. Just a routine from the training ground there. Over it goes. Akyers is beat his man and a simple tap in for our second goal and sixth on aggregate. Coming up to half time, we've got 2 minutes of time added on. This is just a morale boosting game for us now. Let's just see if we can get into the second half and score a couple more goals. Be happy if Hugo gets a hat-trick, if I'm totally honest. So we do take Sains off and Pearman's come on for him. Pearman's gone on the centre. Nogbu's gone out on that left-hand side of defence. He plays a lot better there than he does in the centre. Carlos Eduardo with a free kick into Fordyce. Back to Carlos Eduardo. Over the top to Hugo. It's too close to the goalkeeper though. Maybe in Hugo's younger age he could have ran onto that one. Goalkeeper with a big lump forward. We haven't dealt with it that well because Silverspore got it on the left-hand side. Playing it in. Fordyce has got this ball. Fantastic challenge from him. Plays it into Carlos Eduardo. Back into our defence now. It's a bit of space on that left-hand side if we can shift the play. We're not. We are charging down the right-hand side with Carlos Eduardo. Ball goes into Squissoni. Cuts it across and Hugo has found his second. So it's just a routine goal for us again there. The goalkeeper was not getting to it. Hugo taps it in. 3-0. 7-0 on aggregate. The highlight does start from the kickoff. I think as soon as Hugo gets his hat-trick, we'll take him off. Ball goes over the top. Again, we've given him so much space. We shouldn't be allowing teams like this to get in behind our defence. It's absolutely ridiculous. It won't count though because it is offside, but we can't let... We need to be watching the men. So many times this has happened to us now. I need to look at the tactic really. In comes a free kick for Squissoni. Andrade's head. I thought he scored there. It has gone wide. He's offside anyway. Another free kick. Nogbu. He's gone in deep trying to find Fordyce and he does. Fordyce cuts it across to Hugo. Back to Fordyce. It's been moved out to the left-hand side where Andrade's got it. Nogbu. Back to Andrade. He's given it to Hugo and Hugo does find his hat-trick. I said I wanted a hat-trick from him in this game. This is confidence boosting for the whole team to know that they can pass it to a striker and that striker's going to get it in. I won't take Hugo off just yet. We'll give him, I don't know, another 10 minutes, maybe on the 65-minute mark, and then we'll take him off. Maybe he'll get a fourth in this game. Silverspore with a throw-in. If we can get this ball and get a counter-attack on the go and get a fifth, it's going to be huge for our confidence. Gorelay's got the ball. Squissoni. It's a bit of space on that right side if we can find our man, and we do. It's Fordyce. Fordyce into the box. Takes a shot. It's a good save from the keeper. What can we do with this corner? Can we put it on Pierman's head for our fifth? Fordyce going to put this in. It's been cleared by Silverspore. Fordyce normally lets them go. He's charged onto this one though. What's he going to do with it? Plays it into Squissoni. It's been cleared though. Here comes Silverspore on their left hand side. Carlos Eduardo with a decent challenge there. Throw in right hand side for Silverspore. Their head is to absolutely nobody. Nogbu picks up this loose ball. He's got a bit of space to run into in front of him. No one's closing him down just yet. Plays it over the top to Andrade, but we've lost the ball. Andrade's just not quick enough for it. Squissoni's charged on miles ahead of himself there. Big lump forward from their goalkeeper. Carlos Eduardo controls it. Into Fordyce. And he's been fouled. It's going to be a red card for Silverspore. They're down to 10 men now. Not that they're going to get back into it. It was a silly challenge from the man. Shouldn't have done that. Deserved the red card. Into the last minute of normal time. We've got 2 minutes of time added on as well. Into the next stage. 8-0 winners on aggregate. 4-0 on the night. 4-0 over both legs. We're definitely doing well in the league. We just need to transport this form into the league now, don't we? And just improve and try and get into the Euro Cup too. Because if we don't get through the cups, we're just not going to be in Europe next year. Let's move on to the Arsenal game in the FA Cup then. Before we do that, we will show you who we've got in the next round. I'm pretty sure it's Aston Villa. So, let's have a look at the schedule. Yeah, Aston Villa. So, again, the Man United game's going to be moved towards the end of the season. So yeah, maybe actually we'll skip over the Arsenal game. We'll go straight into both of the Euro Cup 2 games. Well, we are ready for the first leg against Aston Villa in the quarterfinals of the Euro Cup 2. Since getting through, we've had the 2 games. Arsenal knocked us out of the FA Cup on penalties, 3-3 in that game. We ended up losing 6-5 on penalties. And in the Premier League, we finally picked up a league win against Portsmouth. So we're now up to 7th. Arsenal Man United are dropping off the pace. So if we get into Europe, I might go and raid their team of strikers, midfielders. Definitely need a left back. I think that's the main issue with the side at the moment. So, the team then for the Aston Villa game sees Goodridge in goal, a back four of Nogbu, Fajaradu, Landers returning to the side after injury, and Pearman. Carlos Eduardo at the base midfield, Gourlay and Fordyce in front of him, Sains and Mane on the wing with Hugh Gill up front. Be nice to get our first... well, it'd be nice to lead in this fixture and then go to our ground and sort of shore it up for 1-0 win. So 2-0 here, I'll be more than happy with that. First bit of action is a goal kick for Aston Villa, playing it into their defence. Going by the match stats so far, Aston Villa have been all over us. Not managed to get a shot off just yet. They're playing it out onto their right hand side. Nogbu's just letting him go there. Nogbu's letting him put a cross in. Pearman's got his head. Fordyce has got it clear. Hugill's got the ball. Holds it up into Mane. Hugill's got space to run into. Can Mane find him? He can't. He's gone backwards. The opportunity to release Hugill's gone now. Carlos Eduardo. Gourlay. Over the top into Mane. Mane's. Can he shoot? He does. Goalkeeper saves it. We haven't got a corner. I thought it was going to run out for a corner. Aston Villa have got it clear in. Well, it's only into their box really. Playing it forward. We should have released Hugh Gill earlier than we did. I think if we'd given that ball over the top, we could have charged on, got a shot off. It's not to be though at the moment. As I was saying with the match stats, Aston Villa 4 shots, 2 on target. We've had 2 shots now, 1 of those on target. Possession, yes, it's in our favour, but we're not attacking Aston Villa as we should do. They're a championship side. They've got a free kick here. Gourlay's head finds Carlos Eduardo into Hugh Gill. He holds it up a little bit. He's lost the ball though. Aston Villa come back with it. Going back into their defence. Chipping over the top. They've got some space. They've got behind our defence again. And I put it in. I say again, like they've done it this game. It's just a standard response for me really with our defence. Aston Villa with a free kick just before the halfway line. Playing it into their midfield. A little bit of space on that left hand side. Can we just block this ball? We don't. It's into the box at the moment. It's on the edge of it. There goes the shot. Well, I thought it was a shot. We've blocked a second attempt at a shot. But Aston Villa do have a corner. Dulwich head on this one would be nice. It is a Dulwich head, but the highlight ends before it releases Mane. Aston Villa have been absolutely over us. We're making them look like the Premiership team here and not the Championship side. We should be taking the game to them. Instead, they're taking it to us. Coming up to half time, we've got 1 minute of time added on at the end of this half. 0-0 flatters us really. Going by the match stats, Aston Villa should be in front. They've got a throw in here on the left hand side just at the end of the half. Hopefully they don't score from it because that will knock our confidence. It's being worked towards the edge of the box. They've danced through us and we've given away a penalty. Just dreadful. Shouldn't be doing silly mistakes like that. I think it's Goodridge in goal. Can he save it? He doesn't. Aston Villa's going to go in at half time, 1-0 up. All the hard work we've been putting in and we're just not capitalising on anything at the moment. Where's the half-time whistle? There it is. Half-time, 1-0 to Aston Villa. Yeah, we've been awful. Absolutely awful. Half-time, I've took Mane off. He was having a poor game. And I've brought on one of our up-and-coming youth prospects who's come in from the last intake. As Aston Villa have made it 2-0 now. Just a simple corner, a free kick, gone in. Looping header over Goodridge. 2-0 to Aston Villa. Both goals have come either side of half-time as well. So as I was saying, Barnett's come on. He's gone on the right-hand side. But I'm hoping we can make use of him as we've got the ball here. Pearman into Gourlay. Back into Fajaradu. Landers. Over to Fordyce. He plays it into Barnett. Back into Fordyce. Fordyce has released Hugh Gill. It's a good save from the Aston Villa goalkeeper. Got his hand down low, pushed it out for a corner. We got Pierman on the pitch, so hopefully he can get his head on this and find us a goal. Fordyce going to put this one in. It's not. Aston Villa have got it clear. Again, poor corners from us. Aston Villa have a corner here. It's come in, and the head has gone wide. So kicking off from the goal kick here. Landers plays it forward, trying to find Hugill, and he doesn't. Aston Villa come at us again, and he's. Oh. I'm lost for words there. 3-0 to Aston Villa now. We let him just go for our defence and score that goal. It's poor defending from us. Pierman with a throw in. Plays it into Barnett. Over to Carlos Eduardo. He's trying to find Hugill. He does with his head. He's played it back into Fordyce. Fordyce has picked up a knock, so we're going to have to take him off. Aston Villa got it back. Oh no, poor. We've got one back there. It's poor decision making from their goalkeeper. Hugill just picks up on it, knocks it into the back of their net. 3-1 now. Can we find two more? We've taken off Fordyce, brought on Anderson Louise. Anderson Louise is a better player. This Nogbu's got a head onto the ball there. It's not to one of our players though. Aston Villa have got it back. Can Nogbu put in a challenge and get this ball? He doesn't. He was out of position. He's back in the position now. Aston Villa come down their right hand side. It's a header. Goodridge has got this. I thought the defender got in the way then. Can he launch an attack for us? It's a it's a little kick forward. And it's to an Aston Villa player. What a poor kick that was. Aston Villa have turned their man. Chipped the ball over the net though. Dreadful kick from Goodridge. That's why he's lost his position in the team. Cajon is such a better goalkeeper for us. I think I'm going to play him in the second leg. Final substitution of the game. Dotweiler comes on at left back for Nogbu. Nogbu was tiring. He's having a poor game as well, really. Match stats, it's been Aston Villa for absolutely everything. Possession is a little bit in our favour, but you can't argue with this, can you? 18 shots, 9 of those on target. Picking up the 3 goals to our 1. We've improved on our discipline though, with only the 1 yellow card. It's just not happened for us up front today. When we go back to the second leg at our ground, it's going to be back at the Edgar Kell because it's going to be ready for this. The stand being made. I'm hoping we can get 3 goals in that and not ship anything. Got 4 minutes of time added on at the end of this game. Just want the whistle to go now. It's been terrible, absolutely terrible. And there it does go, 3-1 to Aston Villa. Uphill battle now. Uphill battle for the next leg. So just the 1 game in between the 2 legs. We drew 0-0 with Burnley. Leaves us in 8th, 7th in the league now. Yeah, it's going to be quite difficult probably to get into the Champions League spots now. 7 points. We do have a game in hand though, so that takes us up to 57, 4 points off of Fulham. Our only hope now is, well, I reckon we can get 5th or 6th. We're not going to be in Euro Cup 2 because Wolves are going to occupy that spot. We need to win this competition really. So the team we are taking, well, I say taking, we're back at home, we're back at the Edgar Kell. First game at the Edgar Kell as well since the upgrades. Going with Cajon in goal, a back 4 of Dotweiler, Fajaradu, Landers and Carlos Eduardo. Pearson at the base of midfield, Squissoni and Akyaz in front of him. Sains and Anderson Louise on the wings with Andrade up front. We are 3-1 down from the first leg. 3 goals puts us through. That's what I'm after. No conceding any goals. Just 3. 3 big goals from us. Ball's been blasted across the box. Dotweiler's picked it up. Plays it into Squissoni. Ball's been bobbling around. Carlos Eduardo's head into Akyaz. Plays it to the byline. In goes the cross. Oh, Andrade's tripped over the ball. And it's bobbled around and it's gone out. We've got a corner though. Would have been easier for Andrade to put that in the back of the net. In it comes corner from Squissoni. It's been cleared. Anderson Louise is going to pick it up. Recycle the ball again. Into Squissoni. In goes the cross, but it's been blocked by the defender. We've got another corner. Can we be a little bit more attacking with this one? Squissoni again. Landers went up for it, but it's been cleared by Aston Villa. Looks like they're going to be coming on the counter-attack. They've got one man in the centre. Got charging all the way over to tackle him. Pearson, poor challenge. I thought he was going to get a red card for that as well. Anderson Louise plays it into Andrade. He's got a bit of space to run into. Can he beat the man that's charging him down though? He's moved all the way out to the byline, the corner flag. Cuts it back into Carlos Eduardo. He's gone back into our defence. All that advancing forward and we've gone back. Landers, Carlos Eduardo. Into Anderson Louise. Can he cut it across? He cuts it across to Sains. And Sains has found one. 35 minutes on the clock. There's one back. Another two, please, boys. Come on. Come on, the Hamlet. It's our first shot on target as well. 38 minutes on the clock. If we can get a second goal before the end of this half, I'd be more than happy with that. Doesn't look like it's going to happen at the moment. We've got 3 minutes left of this half, plus whatever time the ref wants to put on the end of it. Starting straight off from the kickoff. Andrade into Pearson. Fajardo. Dotweiler on that left hand side. Plays it into Sains. Sains has lost the ball though. Don't see Aston Villa's going to score from this. It's going to massively ruin the game. Playing it in their midfield at the moment. Squissoni with a great challenge there. Andrade's... it's a waste. Why did Andrade not run onto it? Aston Villa with a big goal kick, big clearance from the goalkeeper. Landers picks up the ball. Plays it into Pearson. Akyas beats his man. Andrade's now got the ball. Akyas is charged on with his shot, but it's a poor shot. The goalkeeper's easily saved that and held on to it. It's a big lump forward. We've dealt with it though. Landers into Akyas. Carlos Eduardo. Well, we've managed to get the ball to Andrade. Squissoni, Andrade. Anderson Louise. Easy goal. There's the second one. One more, boys. That's all we need now, is just one more. Aston Villa with a free kick. It's a bit deep though. Fajrado's managed to get it clear. He had a bit of time to control that though and then find one of our players instead of just blasting it out. Aston Villa working it into the centre. It's in the box though. Oh, they've hit the post. And it's bobbled around. We've got it clear. Andrade's head, but it's just not to any of our players. I thought Cajon was going to save that then. It was a little bit of a squeaky bum moment. Hits the post, rolls along the line. We had it last season against Bristol City where they hit the post and it rolled in. Luckily that luck hasn't gone against us. Aston Villa with a throw in. Pearson's picked up the ball. Dotweiler, Sains. There's a bit of space for Andrade to run into if we can see a pass forward. We've not seen it though. We played it back into Landers. Carlos Eduardo. Anderson Louise. Now we've done that pass. Andrade's got the ball. Andrade chips the goalkeeper and there's the third. Just what we needed. On the hour mark as well. 4-3 to us on aggregate. 3-0 on the night. Come on the Hamlet. We're in the semi-finals. Hopefully I haven't said that too early though. Making a double substitution. Carlos Eduardo comes off and Pearman comes on for him. Gourlay has come on for Squissoni in midfield. We've got 25 minutes to hang on to this 3-0 win. I say hang on. It's only a hang on because of what the aggregate score is. 4-3 to us now. We've definitely been better in this game. Definitely a glorious return to the Edgar Kell as Aston Villa have a throw in here. Playing it into their midfield. A bit of a roadblock there. They come back at us again. Working it into the centre. Still on that left hand side. We've not seen that ball that well. Aston Villa have got it. They've managed to work across into it. Cajon is... I don't know what Cajon's done there. He's sort of smashed him so hard. He's dropped the ball. And Aston Villa have got one back. It's now 4-4 on aggregate. Just a... That's the sort of mistakes I expect Goodridge to make, not Cajon. 21 minutes left. We've got a corner here. Sains. He puts it in. Aston Villa have got it clear. Looks like they're going to get a counter-attack on the go. Oh, we should have put a challenge in then. We literally just ran past the man. They've gone out on that left-hand side. Cutting it back into the centre. The Pierman with a great challenge there. Landers picks up the ball. Into Kajon. Fajaradu. Dotweiler on the left-hand side. Into Sains. There's no real options going forward just yet. Dotweiler. Into Gourlay. Pearson's got it. We need to be going forward, lads. We need to get a goal. Landers. Over to Pierman on the right hand side. He's gone on a little travel here. Andrade's got free. Oh, Andrade just puts it past the post. Oh, are we going to get another opportunity like that to score? To find the winner? Got 10 minutes to do it. Aston Villa have got the ball in their midfield. Playing it out on that left hand side. Oh, don't say this is where Aston Villa's going to get the winner and knock us out. Ball goes over the top. Kajon stood it up. Fajaradu. Well, then we got free kicks. It was offside. It's going to make a quick substitution because it looks like some of our players are absolutely knackered. Sains is knackered. I think we'll bring Hugill on. Drop Andrade into that left hand side. Hugill up front. And just go with that. If we're going to be going to extra time, I want that striker that's going to be scoring those goals. Even if we go to penalties, Hugill is our best penalty taker. We've got 6 minutes of time added on. 6 minutes for us to hopefully find a winner. Doesn't look like that's going to be coming just yet though. Into the last minute time added on. No, extra time. What do we say to the boys now? They've been doing well. Just find the goal now. Just find that one extra goal that we need. Bringing Fordyce on for our last substitution for Anderson Louise on the right hand side. This first half of extra time has been edgy. Nothing's really happened. Aston Villa have just registered a shot there. 1 minute of time added on at the end of this half. Starting the second half now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can do something really here. Find that goal. Just encouraging the boys. I don't really want to go to penalties. If we have to, then so be it. We got a throw in here. Pierman. Into Landers. Pearson. Back to Landers. We just need to get the ball forward. Dotweiler. Into Andrade. Into Gourlay. Switches the play over to Fordyce and we've lost the ball. But we managed to win it back. Akyas. Into Hugill. Plays it out to Fordyce. We just need to get forward now. Hugill, get in the box. Fordyce straight across is hitting Aston Villa player. We've got a second chance though. And Joe Hugill. The goalkeeper saved it. I was ready to jump out of my chair then. Pearson. Into Akyas. Gourlay. Banks off an Aston Villa player and they come on the counter-attack. Down that right hand side. Someone just put a sliding challenge in. Just get the ball. Give an opportunity to get the ball then. No. What has happened? Oh, he's offside. I wonder what had happened then. We sort of left the ball there and they put it in the back of the net. Into the last couple of minutes of extra time. 1 minute time added on as well. Looks like we're going to be going to penalties. Joe Hugill should have won the game really. Who do we have penalty wise? Pearson. Akyas. Landers. Want Joe Hugill last really. And Andrade. I think that's it. Let's go over the team talk. We're in front of our own fans. We need to win this. Right then. Come on, the Hamlet. Aston Villa are going to be taking this first one. Can Kajon save it? He doesn't. Advantage to Aston Villa. 1-0 to them now. Up steps Andrade. So these lads can make themselves heroes. I said, put us back to level pegging. 1-1 on penalties. Come on, Kajon. Big moment for you. Save this one. And he does. Sort of step back to save that. It was straight at him. Up steps Pearson now. Can he put the advantage in our favour? He does. 2-1 to us. Hopefully we can save this one and we don't have to rely on pressure on our players. Cajon saved the last one. And he saved this one as well. Just need 2 more penalties now. 2 more penalties and we're through. Up steps young Akyaz against his old club. And he's scored it. 3-1 now. Doesn't matter what happens with this penalty as long as we score the next one. Straight to the penalty spot and up steps the Aston Villa player against Cajon. Can Cajon save it? If he saves it, we're through. Villa taking their time here. There's a lot of pressure on that young man. He steps up. And Cajon has saved it. We're into the semi-finals. Oh, what a game that was. What a tie. Come on, the Hamlet. Really proud of these lads. What can we say? Let's put our hands together. Just do that. Let's just say this. And have a look at the schedule then. Penalty win against Aston Villa, getting us through to the next round. So, we are going to be playing Rangers in May. So, I think we'll come back for... We'll come back for the second leg, and then if we get through, we'll play the final. If not, we'll have the last game of the season, or we can just play the second leg. Play the second leg. If we get through, we'll do Everton and the final. If not, we'll just do Rangers and the last game of the season. If you guys have enjoyed that, big thumbs up on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with this journey, and thank you very much for watching.